My name is Reyn and I am here to play Toy Hub Trivia. So there are a series of questions I'm being asked, and I'm very happy to see if I can give an answer to them. What was the first toy invention that I ever licensed? And that, of course, as I said earlier, was the Twister game. In 1967, the Twister game was in the hands of Milton Bradley. They decided that it was a little risky and a little risque also, because some of the retailers were balking at putting a game where you tangle people up together and putting that on the children's game market. And so several retailers backed away. And if it were not for Mel Taft, who was the head of Milton Bradley's invention team, Mel had hired a PR lady and team, and they went to New York, where they had paid and organized a showing of the Twister game on the Johnny Carson show. And Ava Gabor was happening to be Johnny's guest. She enticed Johnny down onto the Twister board, and people were lined up the next morning 50 deep at Abercrombie and Fitch in New York. And that very much changed our world in terms of being a part of the toy and game industry. Is there an advantage to partnering with other inventors? There is no question. Yes. Ideas do not come from one person singularly very often. It takes a team. It almost always takes a team, and it takes a lot of people doing the right thing at the right time to get a product to the market. So partner up, be a partner, exchanging ideas. When 2 or 3 people are together, magic happens. When you're doing it by yourself, occasionally people get lucky, but work with other people. It's a lot more fun. The product I'm most proud of doesn't happen to be in the toy and game industry. I'm very dyslexic, so is everybody in my family. And we ended up developing a new product for people who have dyslexia, yes, but also it turned out to be a product that teaches people to read who are behind in their reading skills. It's called Windsor Learning, and it's in 40,000 school districts in the country. It is. I'm very happy and I'm not proud of anything, but I'm very happy to be a part of having put Windsor Learning on the map. It is doing wonders for kids who are behind in their reading skills. What's the most iconic toys that I've worked on? Well, I suppose Nerf is pretty iconic. Everybody knows the word Nerf. It's interesting, the word Nerf, a lot of people think they know where the word Nerf came from, but not many really do. The word Nerf came from people who were out in their Jeeps in the desert, running around with roll bars, and so they didn't roll. And when they would pad the roll bars, and that was called nerfing it. And when they discovered that, that's where the the word Nerf came from. How did I get into the industry? I stumbled into it. I was plain old dumb lucky. And I also, the other part of it was I followed through on an idea, and the single idea that I followed through on, stayed with, was this is the first time there is an opportunity for people to have some kind of a board that they can stand on or climb on or be on the floor. And so that was the essence of the idea, and to my good fortune, I stayed with it, and the Twister game grew out of that. Where do I find inspiration? It may sound a little hokey, but I'll try it. I really do believe that every idea that I'm a part of, or that I dream up, or that I work on and finally work out, is a gift. And they are gifts that I really feel that I am given. And I have a responsibility to do something with those ideas. And I'm still working off that ethic. That I probably have retired a long time ago, except for that. If I keep on getting these thoughts, I really have a responsibility to do something with it. Ideas are in the air, and if you can snag one and stay with it, I think they are our gifts. If I were asked if I have some parting advice for fresh new young inventors, it would be stay with it. When you get an idea, when something occurs to you, don't leave it alone. It's as I've said earlier, it's a gift that you've been given, and the extent to which you work it out and make it happen is how people end up with lots of fun games on toys on the market. So stay with it, young inventors.